must be the first Southern woman that y'all jump. I have to be. Baby, I'm salivating.
Southern women, we have been summoned, okay? And it is time for us to start our counter 4B movement called the Around and Find Out movement. Now, I am not the Etsy type, and I think that these 4B women are learning the hard way that they should have probably asked about us before coming for us, but it's too little too late, okay? They have woken the beast.
Literally, no one is coming after you.
Like, girl, are you well? I just have to ask. So welcome to my series where Trump supporters F around and find out. In today's episode, MAGA Karens online are getting very upset that they're being unfriended, unfollowed, and uninvited from Thanksgiving and Christmas this year by their liberal friends and family. They are so upset, in fact, that they are crying online and telling bold-faced lies about how liberal women are suddenly jumping Southern women for voting for Trump. Please. As if. So conservative women have been running wild with this claim. Meanwhile, there has not been one stitch video or replay of a liberal woman saying such a thing. So it looks like the tears didn't work, so they're evolving to their natural next step. This is their playbook, lifelong collaborators, master manipulators. Post-election, they've stepped up like clockwork. So this woman, whose name is not important, was found as one of the main sources of this lie after some internet sleuthers did their thing. I'm going to show you this video and then I'm going to give you the tea.
So I was going through TikTok and I heard that they're going to start jumping Southern women because we voted red. Not real sure that that's a great idea. Let me show you these leggings that I have. These are called Lethal leggings and they have a little spot for your tool. So I was just sitting here and I was going to do a makeup video. Oh, that's not my eyeshadow brush. Yeah. So that's what they said. They were going to start jumping the Southern women because that's not my blush because we voted for Trump. You might want to rethink that. Oh, that's not my lipstick. It might not work out well for you.
It'll be weeks before I fully recover from the cringe that just came through my screen. I would be shaken to my core if it weren't so dumb. So the tea is that this woman, shocker, is the wife of an ex-police officer who served in Kentucky for 19 years. Her entire family is on a board for some daycare that they own together. And apparently the daycare has a horrible rap sheet, including extensive neglect, multiple non-compliances, which is ironic because this is a God-loving, God-fearing woman, folks. Her entire social media presence is about showing people God's way. But instead, it seems like she's just on the internet spreading lies, not loving thy neighbor, and using the Lord's name for profit. Well, now Karen, I'm going to call her Karen because once again, her name is not important. Several people have reported you to the FBI and they are looking into it. Oh well, thoughts and tariffs, I guess. And yes, I did put it on a mug because I've been in hell for the last week and a half, and doing art projects is how I'm coping. I also made concepts of condolences. It's my new brand, linked below. So have you noticed a theme? You're not seeing a lot of men mega voters coming onto the internet and crashing out over being disinvited to Thanksgiving or the idea of being disinvited. Nope, it's the women. It's the women for Trump, Christian, heteronormative, traditional values, white woman. Now, why is that? I mean, they probably wouldn't have had as big of a reaction if it were any other holiday, like their birthday or Valentine's Day. Well, this one's hitting hard because Thanksgiving is their day. Christmas, too. It's their day that they get to show off how good of a woman she is through her sacrifice and how good she is at domesticity. She's slaving away in the kitchen, cleaning the house, and wrapping all the presents while hubby is on the couch watching football and drinking beer. Nationwide, this is the day where they get to prove their worth in all the things that they put their value into, being a homemaker, a mother, and a wife. And how dare those liberals take that away from them? After all, it's just morals disguised as political ideology. I mean, these aren't the same people that cut off their own children for being gay or anything. Obviously, critical thinking is a dying art. So this next post is from Reddit. A woman says, my MAGA mom is being ostracized by her MAGA/Q friend group because she's pro-vaccine. She says now she's being treated exactly how she treats me and complains to me about it. constantly asking me for credible sources to back her pro-vaccine stance up, and is somehow shocked her friends won't even read them. She doesn't see the irony, lol. Well, Linda, we're gonna call her Mom Linda. That's the thing about irony. It takes a little thing called perspective. You know, being able to step outside yourself and take a look around. But if you're too busy swimming laps in your own misogyny, bigotry, and narcissism, you're not exactly getting a bird's eye view, now are ya? So yeah, irony completely lost on Linda. And probably like 60% of the United States, to be honest. Because if we're being real, some students were indeed left behind.
Today, someone I considered a very dear friend, someone I thought would be a lifelong friend, has decided that we cannot be friends because of my vote. To vote red, to vote conservative, to vote for Trump. She felt as though my vote was a vote against her and against women of color and not understanding the repression that they face. Here's the thing. I love this lady. I dearly love her. And I never thought that that would be her reaction. We've always had political conversations. We've talked about these things. We worked together for many years. And I thought that we were above it. I knew we had differences, but I thought we respected each other's differences, but apparently we don't. So I did not vote against you, my friend. I love you. I will continue to love you from afar, but I will not have a relationship with you after the words that you said to me today. But let me tell you this, I stand by my vote. I stand by my vote because it's a vote to protect souls that have yet to be born into this world, babies. I stand by my vote because it's a vote to protect children from being disfigured and demantled for the name of gender. I stand by my vote because it protects my children from boys and girls sports and hurt that they could get from that, the trauma they could get from that. I stand by my vote because it'll affect the economy. Everybody was living better under Trump. You know that, and I know that. So my friend, I'm so sorry to lose you as my friend, and I loved you very much. But I will not sacrifice my beliefs for one relationship.
Ma'am, in case you forgot, your friend already showed you the door, so you don't really have a choice either way. She really thought she did something there with her whole I stand by my vote theme. This hasn't been about politics for a long time. It's not Republican or Democrat or liberal versus conservative. You are being viewed as a horrible human being because you put someone who has been accused of being a con man, a felon, and a rapist into the highest office of the land, because that's who you identify with the most. And if, like this woman, you did it to save a couple bucks on gas, even though other marginalized communities, including women, lose more of our rights to live freely, then that makes you almost inarguably a terrible person. 60 years ago, this is the type of woman that would have thrown rocks at Ruby Bridges as they tried to integrate the schools. Who's on Instagram, by the way? These same women are still here. They've just evolved. And today, the battleground is TikTok, YouTube, and other social media, their front lines in 2024. So since the tears didn't work, violence is the next step. But they can't be seen starting it or seen as an aggressor, so they have to come up with a lie to put themselves in a position of defense to start violence. Because they know that when push comes to shove and when violence erupts, they will not be the ones carrying out the violence. They'll step aside, scream attack, and let others, usually their men protecting them, aka white supremacy, to do their bidding. It's the same old cycle adapted for a new generation. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And you can shop my Concepts of Condolences line here, and I'll link it below.